Flash! A bolt of lightning brightened the dark sky as the maiden screamed. "Oh God, it's here!" The Duke quickly opened his window amidst the confusion and gasped. The Were-Rabbit of Nottingham was feasting on another body. The bone were crunched as the maiden fainted. The Duke signaled at the stable boy. "Quick, lad! Sound the horn!" The stable boy, drunk with ale from earlier that night, took several precious seconds to register what the Duke was ordering. It was only when he saw the Were-Rabbit of Nottingham he understood. He ran over to his haystack and pulled out an animal horn from underneath it. He dusted off the stray hay and blew as loudly as he could. Brr. The town slowly lit up as the Duke ran over to his study to fetch his musket. He grabbed it off the wall and headed towards the window. At this point, the Were-Rabbit of Nottingham had looked up in confusion what the noise was. A small mob had gathered within the minute and were heading over towards the Duke's estate. The Were-Rabbit sniffed the air as the fire from the torches finally approached within distance of it. "Look!" the butcher of Boochington shouted. "It's the Were-Rabbit of Nottingham!" "Bloody hell!" the tailor from Tallerville yelled. "It's eating one of the kids!" The Duke fired a shot from his musket, barely missing the Were-Rabbit of Nottingham. At this point, the creature stood up in fear as it hopped away into the dark night. The lightning had stopped as the heavy rain pounded the grass. The Duke and the rest of the town walked up to the body of the victim. Just a lifeless corpse without limbs, it was nearly unidentifiable. "Who is it?" one of the women shouted. "It is Red Boot Tim. Is it Green Shirt Chris? Or is it Little Yellow Necklace Allison?" One of the men crouched below the body and grabbed at something. The double-length bus pivoted around the last corner for its run that day. Only 3 passengers remained. One was an elderly lady, with one of those little pulley trolleys pushed under her seat stowed until she was ready to get off at the next stop. The second was a young child, no more than 8 years old, traveling alone and without a doubt had somehow lost their mother or father along the commute. He was a little boy, grasping a toy car and sitting at the second last seat from the back. The last of the 3 was a young Asian lady grasping her stomach, carrying a child presumably, holding a magazine in her left hand as she stood in the middle of the 2 conjoined buses. It was shocking weather outside as it approached 11 p.m. that night. A bolt of electricity attacking a streetlight on the right-hand side of the bus startles all 3 of them. The small child stirs, the toy car drops to the ground, and the old lady has a heart attack and subsequently dies. The bus driver pulls up at the last scheduled stop before the bus compound, a railway station at the end of the line with little to no phone service and a lone security guard on duty. The bus driver opens the doors and awaits the passengers' departure. The little boy is the first of the 3 to jump off without his toy car. Second was the Asian lady, hoping to catch the last train home. And then the last person exits the bus. Who is it and how/why? It was a tiny red boot for a child.